My episode that I chose was season 9, episode 7, called Alien Messages.
Okay.
And in this episode, man, I got room. I can express. You can't really see it on the main cam, and it's touching the table, so every time I move, it's moving the camera. Awesome. In this episode, we are going to explore the possibilities of messages being concealed inside of ancient texts, symbols, and structures that might have been left by extraterrestrial beings.
Woo!
Spooky. We're going to start this episode at Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico, November 16th, 1974.
I'm not even going to ask because I'm thinking I'll see it in a minute here. Go ahead.
SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, aimed their world's largest telescope at a cluster of stars, 25,000 light years away, to send a transmission out consisting of binary numbers with a message to inform other potential intelligent life of our existence. They used binary code because it's the simplest around. Seth Shostak, not sure if that's how you say his name. That's how it's spelled.
Short your stack.
Yeah, he's bricked up. He's excited about this episode. As am I. He says, listen, we're trying to send a message to the aliens, and because we don't know anything about them, we need to make this as obvious as possible.
Great.
Binary code.
Yeah. Ones and zeros. Ones and zeros.
Ones and twos and zeros. No twos.
No twos.
The message. I'm in
Went a
presentation.
little something like this.
That sounded like an actual song.
Dude, great minds think alike.
The message was called the Arecibo Code. Mm-hmm. Is one. Yeah. I gave you a lot to look at here, buddy.
I'm very excited.
It
I've seen
details
this. I've
all
seen
of it.
this.
Yeah, but I figured I'd do this more in detail. Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Didn't this get crop circled one time?
If you just be patient.
All right.
The Arecibo Code is one we have briefly discussed back in episode 42, Crop Circles. Check it out on YouTube, check it out in back history, check it out on Patreon on our backlog, so on and so forth. The message consists of, from top to bottom, for you YouTube viewers and Patreon viewers, teaching the extraterrestrials the ABCs at the top, and then he says, well, not the ABCs, but 1, 2, 3 is from 1 to 10. So why'd you say ABCs then?
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
below that are the atomic numbers for the elements that make up our human bodies. They didn't go much into each piece between the. Well, actually, they did because each one is the atomic. Mm-hmm. I digress. Skip that. Nope. Let me proceed. Underneath that, they also include information about our DNA and a human figure, a graphic of our solar system, and a graphic of a radio telescope on there. Almost 27 years later, an answer appeared to be written in a field. We're going to travel to Hampshire, England, August 2001. A field next to the Chapultepec Observatory, two crop formations appeared. Jesus, Josh. They were both pixelated, meaning that you were unable to tell what they are from the ground, and you needed to look from above to see the messages encoded. One of the formation was just that of a face. I didn't include that because I also should probably do that. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
The other was identical to what the Arecibo Observatory sent out in 1974. There were subtle differences, though, and they seemed to imply an answer to the original message. Mm-hmm. The humanoid figure in the field seemed to resemble that of an alien figure with a large head and a small body, much of that like the Greys. Mm. There was a different solar system, and it had a different DNA sequence. Was this one brilliant hoax or a return message from the original message sent out 27 years prior? Mm-hmm. They asked the question.
We have the answer.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, but I don't know. Bell sound.
Bell sound.
Flashback to 42.
Beware of the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but still time. Believe there's still, sorry, not still. Believe there is good out there. We oppose deception, conduit closing, bell sound. That's exactly what it says.
Bell sound.
Yeah, it says bell sound.
Bell sound.
Was it sent to tell us we were on the right track and communicating with the universal language of binary code? Binary code was created in the 17th century by I'm so sorry, not created.
It's okay.
Binary code was credited to a 17th century German mathematician, Gottfried Leibniz. Leibniz is said to have credited his inspiration to a 5,000-year-old Chinese text called I Ching, which is an ancient oracle code used to communicate divine guidance. Mm-hmm. I knew I was going to do that because the I is an E.
Oh.
The I Ching is a sort of cryptic inscription that you're supposed to decipher. The numerical symbols are values, and they are tied to a semi-mythical figure known as Fuxi, who is perhaps the earliest legendary ruler of China. I want you to describe this, mother trucker, for the audio listeners
All right.
while I take a drink.
Imagine Bigfoot works at a factory. Now, this is a factory in like the 80s and 90s. Now, he gets shit on all day at work, so he comes home and he shits on his family with a case of beer and a TV dinner in front of his TV.
I mean, that beard isn't full. His eyes are very feminine.
He's definitely older in his years, and he's lost a bit of his hair. It's like the Sasquatch balding.
He's got balding hair, feminine eyes.
The other thing
really
is
bad beard.
He's secretly in the closet. He's got a little bit of.
He's got a
little bit of the rabbit from Bambi in him.
Yeah. You can call me Flower if you want. Oh, good Lord.
With the voice and the... Woo! It's a handsome fella.
He's sexy.
He fucked my chair up.
He probably did. He's staring right at you. Oh, Lordy. Giorgio makes his appearance. The history or origin of the I Ching is interesting because it is said that the knowledge was imparted on Fuxi by an otherworldly being. Mm-hmm. That's it. Thank you. According to ancient Chinese myth, Fuxi lived in 3000 BC. He and his sister were the lone survivors of a great flood. And together, they repopulated the earth.
I was hoping it was going there.
Let's not think about that too much, folks.
Wrap it up and move on.
Yeah. It was said that one day, while he was on the Yellow River, a water dragon appeared to him, and on its back was revealed to him the 8 trigram. I unfortunately didn't include it. Sorry. I looked it up and never included it. 8 trigram. This would be the foundation for the I Ching. The 8 trigram is made up of a series of broken and unbroken lines, a distinct binary code. Was this an attempt by the extraterrestrials to set up a common communication language with mankind? Could it be?
Maybe.